So, I went from a total grade A simp, at one point even simping for 6 girls in 1 year, fully devoting my entire life to serving, texting, calling them. They're completely disregarding my own well being, my own life, just so I can get a chance at being in a relationship with them and getting my first kiss. I went from that to what I have now, where instead of chasing her, she chases me. What do I chase? I chase my goals, man. I chase everything I've ever wanted. I chase my goals. I chase the physique. I chase the subscribers. I chase helping people. That's what I do. That's what I chase. I don't chase her. I don't chase my girlfriend anymore for the love and validation. I get that validation. I get that self-worth from my goals and my own progress. Now here's the 5-step framework that took me from a complete grade A simp, unlovable to any girl, to a somewhat more masculine, somewhat more attractive version of myself. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So let's go on with number 1. So the first step, in order to change from a complete simp to a Chad, let's say, just simp to Chad, right? Is to completely remove the girl out of your life. Now you might be wondering, you might be thinking, but she's a good friend of mine. She's a good friend of mine. Oh my god, I can't remove her from my life because then she's gonna ask so many questions. Where are you? Where are you? If she was just a friend, you wouldn't want to sleep with her. She's not just a friend. Just because you talk to her every single night for hours a day doesn't mean that she's a friend. She thinks that you're her friend, but you want something more. But you're not getting that, are you? You've confessed your love for her. She knows that you like her. But she doesn't reciprocate those feelings, so you're basically just wasting your time. No, you're not basically, you are wasting time. You're wasting your time on some random girl who will never like you back. No matter how hard you try, you always think, but the next guy she likes, it's gonna turn to me, right? I had this one crush, like 2 years ago, right? Who was always going around basically every other guy in the grade. And I always had the thought, one day he's gonna come back to me. Because I'm texting her all day. I'm calling her all day. I'm giving her all the attention she wants. I thought that's what they want, right? I thought that's what girls want. They want all of my attention every single second of the day. Calling them every single minute of the day. I thought that's what they wanted, but that's not what they want. That is not what they want. So I made the mistake of doing that, hoping that one day she would like me. That day never came. Never. In order to move on, you need to get her out of your life. Whether that be blocking her on Instagram, blocking her on iMessage, blocking her on WhatsApp. Block her, delete her from your life. End ties with that girl. It will be painful. It will feel like a breakup to you. Probably not to her, but it will feel like a freaking breakup to you. You will feel pain. You will feel discomfort. You will feel lonely. But this is the first step in moving on. If you never change, if you never improve, you will always stay the same. If you do not end this relationship, you can never enter into an actually healthy one. Now this brings us to step 2. Don't wallow in your sorrows. So basically, Now that you have ended the relationship with that said girl that you have a crazy crush on, you can't wallow in those sorrows, man. Hold on, let me see if my mic is, yeah, it is. It's my bad. So, you can't wallow in those sorrows. You cannot. You will never, or you should not just think, oh no, I lost the love of my life. I'm a loser. I did this on me. Now I'm lonely. Now I'm sad. Now I'm depressed. Now I'm this. Now I'm that. Do not wallow in your sorrows. Just because you are sad does not mean that you should be sad. Yes, you should be aware of these emotions like, oh, I'm sad, oh, I'm lonely, but you should not express them. You shouldn't start crying. But what you should do is work to use that as a motivator. Use that as motivation to become a better person. Use that as motivation to start working out. That's what I did. Use that as motivation to prove them wrong. Now, what do you think that means? Let's say she thinks that you're ugly, that you will never be loved. Let's say you had a crush on many girls, but you made that consensus by yourself because you haven't gotten any of them. Use this time in your sorrows. Use that as a motivator to prove them wrong. To say, F you, I am attractive as frick. F you, I can build the physique of my dreams. F you, I can achieve all the goals I want. F you, I can do anything if I put my mind to it. And I can get a girlfriend. I can get my first kiss. If I put my mind to it. I just gotta work harder on myself. Have you ever heard the term heartbreak gains? There's this term in the gym called heartbreak gains, basically saying once you're out of a breakup, you're gonna make the most gains of your life because of how hard you're gonna push in the gym. You should use that mentality after this whole breakup thing with the crush in every area of life. Use that to study more. Use that to do better at school. Use that to do better in the gym. Use that to do better in a sport. Use that anger. Use that sadness. Use that pain. And use it, transform it into motivation. Because once you do that, you can make so much more progress. You will feel horrible. I will tell you that you will feel horrible during this time. You'll feel like crap, but you will also feel amazing in a certain sense because you're working hard. You're going crazy, but you're working hard. You're putting goals. You're writing goals and you're putting them on your freaking wall for everyone to see. You're writing weekly objectives, daily objectives, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, decade-long goals. And you're achieving them, or trying your hardest to achieve each and every single one. People think that you're going crazy. You might, but you're making so much more progress. You're helping yourself instead of wallowing in your sorrows. Wallowing in your sorrows makes you worse. Using this pain as a motivator makes you better because you're working harder. Step 3. Step 3 is to prioritize self-care. So now that you've ended the relationship with the girl, that she's no longer out of your life, she's no longer a distraction, and that you have completely shifted your mindset, it's time to take action. It's time to take action on this. So now we gotta prioritize the basics of self-care. So you might be thinking, but why the basics? Because if you do not start with the basics, you're not gonna do anything else, my bro. Let's be real here. I wouldn't have when I was in this situation. Oh, give me a second. I need water. I'm thirsty. Oh, my bad. So prioritize the basics of self-care. Now, you're probably wondering, why should I prioritize the basics of self-care? Well, it's basic. It's simple. If you do not prioritize self-care in the physical world, you will never be able to fix your mental state. Whatever you do to affect your mind affects your body, and whatever you do to affect your body affects your mind. Anytime you do a really intense workout, you always feel great in the end. Sometimes you might not, and that's okay. But most of the times you will. Anytime you go outside in the sun, you will genuinely feel a bit happier. If you start doing the habits that you know that you should do, and you actually do them, that make us feel like primal natural humans again, like go outside, go train, eat healthy whole foods, study for a test that you know has coming up, record some videos that you got to do for your YouTube channel. Once you start to do this, once you start to prioritize the basics of self-care, self-hygiene, brushing your teeth for like 2 minutes, washing your face, moisturizing, putting on sunscreen, putting on deodorant, putting on cologne or something. Once you start to do this, and you start to do proper workouts with a proper healthy diet with whole foods, you will feel freaking amazing. You will feel so much better mentally and physically. I wonder why, because you're not freaking wallowing in your sorrows, spending all your time on freaking Instagram looking at old pictures of you guys. Or old pictures of you guys on your like photos. Because you're living naturally, you're living your own life, and you're doing your best to improve. You're reading good books, which helps you change your mindset, which helps you change your life. You're watching good educational videos like this one, which helps you change your life. You're implementing what you learn in these videos or in these books, and you're working out. You're eating healthy. You're getting sunlight. You're going in the pool. You're putting on sunscreen. You're taking showers. You're putting on deodorant. You're brushing your teeth. You're doing everything right. You're doing all of this in order for you to improve and get better. That's why you need to prioritize the basics of self-care. Whatever you do to affect your body affects your mind. Whatever you do to affect your mind affects your body. So now it's time to move on. So now that you've made like your little comeback story, or want to start to make your comeback story, it's time to move on. It's time to follow the path that you started on. To follow on the path of working harder on yourself, improving each and every day on yourself, focusing on your own life. Go into a period of just working on yourself, King. Because that's when you will make the best progress of your life. That's when you make the most progress of your life, when you do this. When you work harder on yourself. When you work harder on yourself, it's easier to prove them wrong. And you will feel amazing, and you will feel great. And this will help you achieve the one goal you've always had. Get the right girl of your dreams. Because you're working hard on yourself, you're getting more desirable to women. So you will get your dream girl if you work hard on yourself. So move on. Do the hard work, not stuff later. And as always, see!